Those of the host and the host only, and not those of Heidelberg Broadcasting, its ownership, or management.
Good morning, beautiful people. Good morning. It's that time again, the time of the week, 10 o'clock sharp a.m. Central, here live at the mighty 147 Nashville's Heritage Radio Station. Good morning, beautiful people. I am here. I am Robin F. David, aka also known as RFD. Welcome, everyone, to the RFD Talk. We are so happy to be here. Hello, beautiful people. How are you feeling today? How are you feeling today, beautiful people? It is Tuesday morning, and I am elated to be here with you. Again, I am welcoming you all to just tune in, right? Tune in to this power hour with your girl, RFD Talk. We're celebrating this month is Women's History Month. So just come on in here, and definitely I would like for this to be a dialogue. So please like, share, and comment. Please like, share, and comment. All your comments mean a lot to us here on the radio. If you're on podcast with me, which is my YouTube channel, thank you for my YouTube followers. Good morning again to my Facebook followers. Hello, hello, hello. Like, share, and comment. There may be someone out there that want to just hear this beautiful hour, this one powerful hour with your girl RFD here at the Mighty 147 live in Nashville. And I am really excited to be here. And I want you guys to dial in because this is a dialogue, right? This is not just a monologue. I am here having a conversation with you guys. So we're going to be honoring this hour is going to be talking about the women. March is an amazing month, right? It's the third month of the year. Hello, March. Okay, March has came in, and it is making it huge moves already. It has things that are already happening. We're on the 1 week. We're in the first week of March, and things are happening so fast. Blessings are coming in, and the movement is happening right here in March. Thank you, Mr. H. I appreciate you. So we are wanting you to dial in, right? We want you to dial in here, and our dial in number is 615-227-1470. Come on and call in and ask me some questions. Let's talk about the women and our stories. It's so empowering, that we women get a whole month, right? Last month was Black History, and this month we women get to honor each other. And I'm really excited about being a woman because it's fun being a woman. So let me tell you, I can't wait to share some of that. But before we get into honoring the women and celebrating this 2023, the whole theme for Women's History Month is celebrating women in their stories. So that's what we'll get back to that. And we'll talk about the stories of the women that have shaped who I am and who have inspired me. And so I'm definitely going to bring those women up. But before we go into that, we definitely want to thank you. Thank you for being here. I want to thank my amazing sponsors as well, because let me share with you, amazing, beautiful people. The RFD Talk Show is here due to sponsors who have their sponsorships programs with me, who have donated to the program. Thank you. I want to thank all the donations, all those who donate, all those who uh, uh, come on as a guest, a co-guest, spotlighted guest. Thank you for planting a seed into the RFD Talks vision and mission. And let's go over that really quick too, because I definitely want y'all to know that RFD Talk is here, right? It is RFD Talk is here for you. And we're here to help you with complicated situations in life. In life we have these complicated situations, but what the RFD Talk Show do is help you find easy and effortless ways, to help your emotional wellness and help you move in a place of positivity and self-care and self-love. So RFD Talk Show is all about finding out more information on emotional wellness, health, beauty, and inspirational ways and spiritual ways to self-care and self-love and to be a whole person. And also we will talk about lifestyle because of course RFD, she loves traveling, and I definitely am going to be sharing a lot about traveling here, why it's important to travel, because lifestyle is important. Lifestyle helps you heal, it helps you be your best you. So you'll hear us, you'll see me bring on guests and experts in those areas as well as me sharing my own personal stories. So, hello, hello, hello. Thank you again for being here. I appreciate you. I thank you that you're liking and you're sharing and you are subscribing to the RFD Talk Show every Tuesday morning, 10 a.m. sharp central. So, now I was on the way here. First, I'm going to go back and yes, we've talked about my sponsors. Want to talk about that? My sponsors is what keeps the show going. And so we want to thank one of my sponsors right now. Want to thank, and her information is right here on the screen. It's Shay Me Down Handmade Body Butter. And you can find Shay Me Down. You can find it, listeners and viewers. You can find it on Facebook. You can go to the Facebook page, which is facebook.com/forward Shay Me Down, or you can email Shay Me Down at shaymedown06@gmail.com. So thank you, Shay Me Down, for being a long-term sponsor, and we appreciate you here at the RFD Talk. My next sponsor, thank you again for being a sponsor and a continued sponsor, which is Majestic Elegance Candles and Company, which is a soy-based candle. I definitely am a big fan of soy-based candles and toxin free and eco-friendly crackling wooden wicks. Definitely want to order you some of those fragrance that you might want to look up. You can go to livemajestic.com, where they're on the website. You can place your order and you can have those candles mailed right out to you to your home, and they are some of the best candles. And as a I am also I have my own signature candles, which are made through Majestic Elegance and Company. That is my distribution center. And so my candles are my favorite two fragrances are, and that candles make for me is lavender and peppermint. And as some of you know, and some of you already know, that lavender is my favorite because lavender is so good for relaxing, decompressing, and just centering myself. And it's one of my favorites. I love it to burn at the end of my day, and also when I'm doing my meditation, or if and I need to get a good rest and sleep. It's a great candle. You can carry lavender with you to your travels, so you could take it to help you sleep. It's one of those best fragrances to just enter into a good deep sleep. So lavender is my favorite. And then we also definitely want you to thank you for being here with us. Hello, Dallas, thank you for being here. We appreciate you, and definitely want you to remember that you want to use a candle of fragrance. And I also have the peppermint fragrance as well. Peppermint is one of my favorites. Also, I wanted to mention that. And that is one of my favorites for waking in the morning. It is the best in the morning to start your day with, invigorating and get your energy and your mood. Definitely want to tell you, check out my signature candles at live, well, excuse me, livemajestic.com. majestic.com. I don't know where I was going with live, but we're live here at the studio. So definitely know that peppermint is something that you want to use for many reasons. Oh, what were you saying there, Dallas? You said Dallas, one of our viewers was saying peppermint also gets rid of mice and other bugs. Oh, but I don't know about the mice, but I'm sure peppermint gets rid of a lot of great things. But hey, try it. It's one of those things that you just got to try. You never know what your smells are either bringing towards you or retracting from you. So definitely check out the peppermint candle. And that's basically my sponsors for today. But I am looking to get other sponsors. If you're interested in finding out more information about advertising your business right here from the radio station or having your commercial aired here at the radio station, please contact me at RFD Talk Gmail at RFD Talk at gmail.com, so that if you're interested in being on the show or you would like to find out how your business can be advertised here on the radio show, even your music, if you have music that you feel like it's a fit for the show, definitely DM me at rfdtalk@gmail.com. And if you're interested in just donating to the show, definitely remember you can donate. You can donate to Cash App, you can donate to Zelle, and all those information is there. And Zelle, you can do that at rfdtalk@gmail.com. And if you are wanting to do any type of coming on the show and being interviewed, that's something we can talk about as well. So definitely stay tuned to all the fun things that are happening with the RFD Talk show. So thank you to all my sponsors, all the co-sponsors and guests who've been here with me this year and the year before. Your support has been very much appreciated. So thank you again. So now we want to go into, and remember to like and share, so I want to thank you all to following and liking and share. Now you know what we always do before we get into some of my segments. We want to talk about we're going to talk about some of my segments. Before we get into the segments, let me just slow down for a minute. Take a deep breath here because we're going to have a fun hour together. So let me remember that. It's important let's do our breaths. How many of you are familiar with the RFD Talk show? And before we go into the segment, before we get into all the juicy stuff that's been going on this week, we got to take our 3 deep breaths. And the reason we take 3 deep breaths, because sometimes I think for us as human beings, and we get up in our day and we get on our rat race and we get into our autopilot lifestyles. How many of you just get on the autopilot every week? Just get up and just run out into your day? Well, if you're that person, sometimes you just need to stop and take a deep breath. So let's do our 3 deep breaths. And deep breaths are important. Deep breaths help you center yourself. They help you with anxiety. Deep breaths can help you make a better decision or to even come to a decision. Sometimes when we are in life on our rat race, or we're in business, or we're parenting, or we're focusing, or we're doing things, we have to just stop and just breathe in what we need and let go of anything that may be. So when today's breath, I just want you to breathe in what things you need today. If you need to be more clear today, then breathe in more clarity. If you need more peace today, breathe in more peace. If you need more love today, breathe in more love. If you need more joy today, breathe it in. And you're going to release when you exhale today. You want to let go of those things that are just not serving you, in your day or in your week or in your situation. So just take these breaths as a gift, and just remember that your breath is a gift to your body, and it is what keeps you going, right? So let's take these 3 deep breaths with the RFD. And let's do this now. Ready, set, and deep breath in. And then exhale. Deep breath in. And exhale. Deep breath in. And exhale. All right, all right, all right, beautiful people. You have now cleared all the negativity and you are ready to go into our next segment. How many of you are ready to go into the next segment with RFD? It's a 15 minutes after the hour, and we're going to be moving on in. We did our deep breaths. We're present. It's March the 7th, and it is a little after 10, and we are ready to start this week. So let's talk about good morning, Sherry. Thank you for being here. Good morning, Kingdom Light. Thank you, beautiful risings. Thank you. I appreciate the compliment. I thank you that I'm glowing. Yes. Thank you. Hello, beautiful. Good morning, Sherry. Gorgeous Sherry. I am so thankful to have all of my viewers, YouTube viewers, followers, and especially my WBOL listeners here. You all are all over the world tuning in to RFD Talk. And I want to say thank you. You could be anywhere in the world today, but I want to thank you for being here. Thank you so much. So let's talk about our wins for this week, beautiful people. Now, remember, you can call in if you want to dialogue with RFD today. Just dialogue with me. I am sometimes, some may say, I am the conversationalist. I was born to talk. I do that, I'm born to talk. So it is who I am. I woke up this morning. I said, Lord, he's like, girl, get on out there. Don't even think about it. You know your assignment is to talk to the people today. And I said, okay, here I come, people. And I'll tell you guys, I am so grateful that I have said yes to my calling and I am here with you every week. This is my best hour of my week because I get to share with you guys. And so every one of you make me feel good from the inside out. So how you feeling out there, people? Call in and dialogue with me. It's 615, and you can call in long distance. It won't charge you too much. You may want to call in. I can't remember if we get charged for that, but 615-227-1470. Now call in with good questions. Don't be calling in acting like you don't got no sense. We are on a national syndicated radio show. Worldwide, people gonna hear your questions, okay? So don't act like your mama didn't teach you to call in and have a right type of question to comment, okay? So we're not taking those calls. We're only taking calls that make sense at the right time. So let's move on. We then took our deep breath. We're centered and we're feeling good from the inside out. So what was your wins for this week? Beautiful people, beautiful people. Let's talk about it. Because we're going to take a commercial break in a moment. But I want to know, after this segment, we'll talk about what were your wins. So I'm waiting to hear that phone ring. Let me hear. I know you had some wins this week, beautiful people. You can text them in if you want to text them in and share them with the world. We can handle all the blessings that you received this week. You got a new car, new money, your business growing, you in six figures. Come on, call in. Your health is doing well. I need to hear some wins in this week, y'all. I want to say I want to say one of my viewers, because if you're on Facebook or if you're on Instagram, you can leave your wins there. And every week I may mention your win here. So here live with us here on the radio station. So make sure you let me know what your wins is. Well, I don't hear anything yet on the phone, and I'm looking for some texts to come in from Facebook and Instagram. What was your wins this week? Small wins, big wins? Did you find some extra money? Or you just tell me something, beautiful people. I need to hear from you. RFD is here for you. Yes. Okay, so I guess I'll share my wins with y'all since I ain't hearing nothing from Mr. H. I ain't hearing nothing. I know somebody has some wins. We starting a new month. Okay. Okay, you can still tell me your wins, but I'm going to tell you mine. Okay. So this week, I made it again. You know what I did, beautiful people? I made it again to my 5 a.m. yoga class. That's a big win for RFD. I'm telling you, beautiful people. I made it to my 5 a.m. yoga class. And it's the best thing ever, y'all. When you get up and start your day with physical movement, I tell the Lord, thank you. Lord, I thank you that my body can move. at the at the great 55, the nickel, all the pieces got up this morning. So I had to get up extremely early, y'all. So I had to go to bed as early as possible. Last night, I think I fell asleep. I was on the phone and I was supposed to get up after that. But I tell y'all, beautiful people, between 8:30 and 9:30 is the whole truth, none but the truth will save me, Father God, Holy Spirit, who knows me, created me. I'll be sleepy. So I fell asleep. I fell to sleep. So I got up on time to do my worship and praise and hallelujahs and did my meditation because your girl got to meditate. She got to be still. I have to be still, breathe. So I did that. Told the Lord thank you. And I got to the gym on time. Let me tell you, I had a parking space. That was another win. Being on time to the 5 a.m.ers. The 5 a.m.ers get up, beautiful people. The 5 a.m. they be getting up and I like there early in the parking. So I live minutes from my fitness center because you know everything got to be about convenience. If you a woman and if you working out, it's about convenience. Because if you don't have a convenient gym, when I was young, I chose a gym way across town, and I realized that contract was just getting money because I wasn't going. So I learned, you learn when you get a little bit mature in age. I'm seasoned. I'm a seasoned woman now. Mr. H, you heard of a seasoned woman before? I'm a seasoned woman. I had to ask Mr. H, have you heard of it? He said he never heard of it. So I was just saying, yeah. So I'm not here by myself. I'm not talking to myself ever out there, beautiful people. So I ended up going to the gym. That was one of my wins. Got there on time, got a good parking space, which I was very grateful. But my fitness lady, she didn't make it this morning. She didn't make it this morning. She had some challenges with her car. But I did like the lady that was there to sub. The sub was nice. She was good. She did a really effective fitness program. I did enjoy her as well. And then I'm also have added more water to my week. That's a win for RFD. I'm telling you, because RFD had tend to like forget that the body is 80% or so, 90% of water. And so I actually be actually working on my gut health and all this other stuff. But then I heard the Holy Spirit say, girl, you just need to drink more water. You got to drink water. So I've added more water and fitness to my week. And then, so I drank water before I went to the workout. It's a hot yoga. So it's hot yoga, people. So hot yoga is it's a whole different experience. Now, I am a 5 a.m.er. There is a place in my community on the other side, which is 12 minutes away, that doesn't have heated yoga. And I am going to try that out, but it's later in the morning. And then I really, by 8 o'clock, by 9 o'clock, I'd have did more in the world than most people did because I'm up with the roosters. And so I did more than most people have done all day. And I'll be ready to take a nap probably today about 2 o'clock, 1:30. I will probably be ready to take a nap, which is a power nap. I don't sleep long during the day. I can only sleep about 15 minutes during the day. And then my body just automatically wakes up. But it just resets me for the rest of my day. And today I will be taking a power nap because I have a fruitful, productive, fun schedule ahead of me today after I leave the show. So that was one of my wins, drinking more water. I got up for the gym, And then my other win for this week, and then we're going to move on to the next topic. My other win for this week would be I ended up networking this week. Yay, beautiful people. I got to go and network this week with amazing leaders and business owners here in the greater Nashville. I went to a wine down. It was last Wednesday, but it was so fun because I moved here in Nashville. I've been living in the greater Nashville for 3 years, but I've been working in greater Nashville almost 7 years, something like that, close to 7 years. And so the networking was so cool because it's, really important for a person like RFD to meet a lot of new friends. I love meeting new people. And it was wonderful that I met some women that can help me with the Golden Foundation. I met some women that I can help by bringing them on the radio show so they can share their business. It was just it was just empowering. It was empowering. It was on the 1st of March, which was the first of this whole kickoff celebrating of women. The month of March is about honoring these amazing women in our life. And I was able to be in a room of excelling and elevating women with passion and purpose. So it was fun. So I met some new friends this week, which it felt good. And I have committed and I decided that once or twice a month, since the weather is getting better, it filled me up, and I need to just make it. I'm gonna let you know that I'm going to be out there in these streets in Nashville. I'm going to be out there meeting more people because I want to be a blessing to more people. So it felt good to get around women and offer my services, and also to see what services that we could partner with and collaborate with. And so that right there was women supporting women. And I bought some new lipstick. I don't know, the listeners can't see how happy my lips are on the radio. But you got to, if you're a listener on the radio, you got to find me on Facebook or YouTube or Instagram, because I got this brand new color, which I my signature color is red. But the lady there who had the event, she recommended me to try Earth Brown. And because I do love Earth Brown, and I hadn't had a good Earth Brown in a long time, I tried her Earth Brown, and it's called Friendship. My new lipstick is called Friendship, the name of it. And also the ingredients. If some of you are following RFD may have heard me talk about self-care and healing and holistic healing. The ingredients in this lipstick is so freaking good. All the ingredients are good. It feels like my lips are just being moisturized. They feel so soft. And someday, some lucky man will get to kiss these lips. Only a lucky man gets to kiss these lips. But they will be moist and ready. But until then, I had a good weekend kissing my grandsons. Yes, I kissed my boys. They are so freaking handsome. I got to bring that up. It was one of my wins this week. Because I'm an entrepreneur, I was able to set my schedule up for success and hang out with my grandkids over the weekend. And they had their final basketball game. Shout out to my grandsons. They did an amazing job. I'm like, they have grown up on me. I'm telling you, all my grandchildren. If any of my grandchildren, which is 7 of them, see this segment, they are all amazing. They're all growing up so fast, and I don't get to see them out enough because they're just getting big. So those were my wins. Let me see. Miss Sherry has some wins out there. What was yours? All right, Miss Sherry. She said her win was an unexpected business deal. Congratulations. Yay, Miss Sherry. Let me tell you, it's always a good thing when you get a win like that, Miss Sherry. Thank you for sharing your wins with us today here on the RFD Talk Show. We're going to take a quick break before we go into our next segment. I want to thank you, followers, listeners, and friends. Like and share, and stay tuned after this. We're going to take a radio commercial break. I think we are. And we'll be right back.
travel? Introducing the Senior Travel Discount Network, brought to you by Low Cost Airlines. Call us anytime, day or night, and save up to 75% on your airline and hotel reservations. We can help you save a ton of money to fly almost anywhere. We have inside discounts at over 500 airlines and 500,000 hotels worldwide. And when you call and mention the discount code 60 plus, we'll give you an extra free night with your qualified air and hotel reservation. Now you can get the best prices on air and hotel reservations with your phone. We make it easy and fast for you to save money and book a trip. Remember, call the Senior Travel Discount Network. Mention the discount code 60 plus for your free hotel night with your qualified reservation. Call now.
210-503-9283. 210-503-9283. 210-503-9283. That's 210-503-9283. Are you in bad pain? You know what I mean. Your knees hurt. Your shoulder hurts. Your elbow and back are constantly killing you. And I'm sure you've tried every pain pill or cream available at the drugstore. Am I right? Well, here's something you haven't tried. Pain Magic. Pain Magic is not available at any drugstore. The only place you can get it is by calling the special toll-free number I'm about to give you. And to make things even better, call right now and find out about our buy one, get one free offer. We're so confident it'll work for you that we offer a free bottle with your purchase. No prescription required. Call now to learn how you can get Pain Magic and get rid of your pain. Remember, your results may vary. 800-221-2261. 800-221-2261. 800-221-2261. That's 800-221-2261.
Welcome back to RFD Talk live here at the mighty 147 Nashville Heritage Radio Station. I am your girl, RFD. For those who are just tuning in, welcome to the RFD Talk Show. I am Robin F. David, aka RFD. And I am excited that it's Tuesday and we're on our second half of the show. So if you're just tuning in, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for liking, sharing, and your comments today because they mean so much to me. And I am honored to be here with you. So our topic for today, beautiful people, we're going to talk about celebrating women, telling our stories in 2023. How many of you beautiful people have so many great women that has created your life? I just gotta say, we as women, I just want to honor all of us, all the women, because women, I tell you, we are making things happen. We're in a movement. You say some of the guys may say can't live with us, can't live without us. But we women are having powerful moments in our lives. And I'm just grateful to be a woman. And I want to honor all of my women friends and family and business partners and colleagues. So I'm going to mention some today that has really shaped and inspired your girl, RFD, to be who I am in this moment. So let's get this women talk on the go. And if you want to call in and mention one of your favorite women today and you want to honor them today, hey, remember to call in at 615-227-1470 because we're having a dialogue. I want to hear from you and the women that you may want to shout out today or share with us here on the show. You can text their information in and I'll send that love and light and their names out there. So thank you for your being here and allow me to share the women who have shaped my world. So let's talk about that. So for the first and first most woman who shaped my world, as we're celebrating women and telling their stories and our stories, one of them is going to be my mother. My mother, I could not be here without this beautiful red woman. Mom, I love you. My mother is a fair, beautiful Black woman. She is my queen of the first person who shaped RFD's world. And I want to honor her because she taught me a lot. She taught me a lot about being responsible. She taught me a lot about life, right? My mother is just every she's every woman. She's that woman who taught me how to get up and start my day. She taught me how to just nurture myself. My mother is a hard worker. She shared with me the importance of working hard and just going for what you want. My mother is like she's like she's the queen, right? She's that woman who taught me how to dress nice, feel good in my skin. So I want to shout you out, Mom, and she is Barbara Ann. Barbara Ann, you are amazing. You taught me to be an amazing woman. You taught me the importance of cleaning my house. My mother, let me share that part. Honey, cleanliness is godliness for her. Every time as a kid, let me share with y'all, I did not live in a dirty house. If you ever see me a little messy, it was not my mama. Might have been my daddy. And if let her tell it, yeah, you must have got that from your daddy. Because my mom is the cleanest woman I ever known. She puts everything where it goes. My mother taught me how to make sure my house was clean, make sure I kept myself clean. And she's just been an amazing mother. She's been great with my grandkids. She is very generous and kind, and she's spicy. Now, let me tell you, she's a Gemini, so she's a little spicy. So I had to go with her niceness and her spiciness. My mother was very particular about who she allowed me to hang around and who could come around my house. So thank you, Mother, for protecting me and keeping me as protected as she could. She definitely was very mindful that she has a special daughter, and I'm her oldest, and then she has a son. So, Mom, we thank you for being a hard worker, teaching us how to be a hard worker, teaching me how to desire great things in life and go after them. So, yeah, and she's just a cutie pootie. Her fashion is really cute, y'all. She dresses really cute. So you have to see my mom for 75. She definitely is a cutie pootie. So, Mom, you are a baddie at 70 something. So I hope that I will just live up to everything that you have taught me and share with me through these years of being my mom. And I just appreciate you, Mom. So that's my mom's story. And it's so much more when I think about my mother, how she worked hard. She was married to my dad, and she had us two, me and my brother, and she did her best. She gave me everything and everything she could. So I just want to shout her out as first woman that I honor in this month. And moving forth, we got a list of great women that I honor. So let's see. Let's start with that list. And then I have my grandmother, which is her mother, which my mother's mother literally she's resting right now, but she is, oh, excuse me, guys. I apologize for that. I'm drinking this water. Um, she is everything as well, but she's resting now. And her name was Mary Frances. Mary Frances. Now, when you from Alabama, you got to say both names. You can't be just saying Mary because she didn't go by Mary. It's Mary Frances. And my grandmother was Mary Frances, and Mary Frances, aka as Grandma Frank. And so we call her Frank, right? My grandmother was not Frances, but we called her Frank. And I was actually working with a client the other day, and I mentioned that to her, that my grandmother, because I didn't know Francis is a male's name. It goes males. I think it goes like that in Italy or somewhere, some culture where the men are Francis. And they go by Francis, and then they're AKA as Frank. And so recently, as my grandmother resting her soul, and she taught me cleanliness, she taught me faith. Both my mothers, my grandmother and my mother, taught me faith. They taught me, to believe in myself and believe in God. But also, my grandmother she was spicy. Grandma was really spicy. And she taught me some things that I might be not able to say on the radio. Mr. H already told me some things are not allowed, right, Mr. H? Mr. H said, yeah. Some of those things Grandma said, I won't be able to say because when I say she was from Alabama, she was from the good old Alabama, and it was red dirt, Alabama. And so Mary Frances, rest your soul. One of the things Mary Frances used to say, she always called me beautiful because my mother literally had an accident when I was younger, and my grandmother actually, I'm her second grandchild. But she took me in and treated me as one of her kids. And grandma literally spoiled me and used to always be sure, she reassured me. She kept me with confidence. Grandma kept me with confidence. She would always call me beautiful. Robin, you so beautiful. You so beautiful. Now, Robin, you don't need to be doing that, Robin. Now, when I'll be off and do something I ain't got no business, Mary Frances would remind me, you too beautiful to be doing that, Robin. You too beautiful. Like that. So sometimes when I hear the word beautiful, if someone says beautiful, I always say it's from my grandmother. Because she used to tell my mom all the time, Robin is so beautiful. And my mother would say, why do you always call her beautiful? My mother said, it's annoying to me. And my grandmother said, because she really is. So my grandmother built my confidence. She always, no matter what type of business I did, I would always share my new businesses with grandma. And grandma would say, Robin, you're doing great. She's like, I just love how you just keep going. And she's like, you're just so beautiful. And I was like, Grandma, thank you, Grandma. So with anytime I hear the word beautiful, I promise you, anytime somebody says beautiful to me, or they say, I think you're beautiful, I just hear it's Grandma whispering from her and from the spirit saying, you got this, girl. And they always used to make sure that I was, guided with love and wholesomeness and good food. And Grandma would cook all those good recipes, and I could sit in the kitchen with her. And she was just a really great grandma. So that's Grandma Frank. And Grandma Frank, I found out that the lady said that Frank meant that she didn't take no stuff. So I was talking to my cousin about my grandmother the other day, and she said, we all called her Grandma Frank. I said, she said, Robin, we're like this because of Grandma Frank. I said, oh, okay. And so a lot of people know me as sweet, but I'll tell you, Grandma Frank, she left me a lot of little information to let me know that she was feisty and she didn't take no stuff. And so my grandmother was fair enough that she almost could pass for white. My grandfather was a very dark-skinned man, but he loved him some Mary Frances, right? So I just want to shout out my grandmother. And then I have my dad's mother, who is from Tennessee, who is living a longevity here in Tennessee. She's like 94, and she taught me a lot as well. Both my grandmothers are really a lot similar and different, right? They were both hard workers. My mother's mother had 4 children. She had 4 girls, and my father's mother had 12 or 11 children. And so they both told me when I was having children that I had enough. That's like they said it in a really nice way. Like, girl, you done. So my Grandma Sane is what I call her. She's my dad's mother. And she was always so sweet to me. Like I never seen her in a bad mood. I feel like sometimes I got that from Grandma Sane. Grandma Sane was always so sweet. And I was like, Grandma, I don't know how, her house was always full. My grandma saying our house, every room was always filled with somebody, one of my aunties, cousins. And grandma was always so sweet. Now my mother's mother was spicy and quick with it, right? My grandma saying is fun, and her deliverance is sweet, but she can hit home with you. But she was always so kind and gentle and love, and I just love Grandma saying right now, just like that. She's just always open arms, and she always just had this sweet, kind, gentle. And I don't know how she did it with 12 or 11, 12 kids, but Grandma saying, you are amazing. And she's the trailblazer. She moved up. Both of my grandmothers migrated. And then my other grandmother is back here in Tennessee. But that was, things happened and returned her back to Tennessee. But Grandma, she'll be 94, Lord willing, we'll be having to celebrate Grandma saying coming up soon, real soon. We're asking for grace that she make it to 94. And I'm hoping that she's feeling good. So feeling good and doing as well as she can at 94. And I haven't seen her in a little bit, so I am looking forward to seeing her coming up soon to celebrate her 95th birthday. So Grandma's saying, we love you. Thank you for showing me that I can do anything, that I can do it sweet. And thank you, Grandma Frank, for showing me that I can do it sassy. So the sweet and sassy come from my grandmothers. And so I want to honor them today. And now we're going to talk about some other great women in my life. We got a few more minutes. You want to dial in and talk about some women who you want to share on the show today and tell me why they are a great woman to you. Dial in and let me know who that woman is you want to honor. This is the month of celebrating women, and women come in all different uh, colors and races and religions. So, yes, we make the household movement. We make business different. We make church different. We make religion different. Hey, you give a woman, you give a woman a house and she'll make it into a home. We are the creators. We are the receivers, and we create. We create large, big, and we dream and we live and we endure and we perseverance. So women, I just want to shout you all out, all over, every size, color, race, and religion. I want to celebrate you today. So being that, we're going to talk about some other women who inspired RFD to be who I am today. And if you're on my Instagram and Facebook, I've been honoring, in honor to Women's Month, we've been celebrating women in the media. In the media, women. We want to talk about them because, I have a few women in the media that I would like to, shed light on, learn to be more like, inspired to meet them, to collaborate with them. So I've been studying a lot of women in the media, but I definitely want to shout out a few right now that I want to honor them and their story, a little bit about their story that I may know. So we want to, in remembrance to Connie Danera. Is it Danera? Danielle. Sorry. Connie Danielle. Thank you, Mr. H. It's Connie Danielle. I met Connie Danielle here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, almost 10 years ago. Some of you don't know my story with Connie Danielle. And rest her soul for being a 92 Q gospel diva. I love her program. So I want to start with her when I talk about media women, because I like this. I got to share the story about Connie. I met Miss Connie at a fashion show in Murfreesboro. And at the time, I had just become a certified life coach. I am a holistic certified life coach. And it's about 10 years ago when I got my certification. I was super excited. I was at a fashion and hair show, and Miss Connie was there. And so Miss Connie, y'all, OMG, for a woman in the media that I aspire to channel her and become, as known and touch many life as she has. She comes with happiness, joy, peace, love, and she just embraces you. So she embraces me, right? And I'm like, hello, like, hey. She's like, who are you, little girl? Like, and I'm like, I'm Robert F. David, And she's like, well, what do you do? I said, I was certified life coach. And she's like, life coach? OMG, I need you on my radio show. like just like that. She's like, where are you from? I said, I'm from Dayton, Ohio. She said, Dayton? She said, my people in Dayton. I said, you got people in Dayton? And she said, well, who's your people? You know, because if you know one thing happens when you move to the South, everybody got to know who's your people. And so Miss Connie, I told Miss Connie that, you know, who my former pastor is, and I'll go to Revival Center Ministries, and Pastor Mitchell is my pastor at the time. Pastor Mitchell is resting right now, but his church is still there with his loving children who is, you know, leading that church. And so Miss Connie was like, you're going to be on my radio show and you're going to talk. She said, because Nashville needs some life coaching, a life coach girl. I was like, and she said, and you're my cousin. And I was like, I'm your cousin. And so it was instant love at first. She was like, that's my people. No, she said, the Mitchells is my cousins. And you go to that church, we family. So she just instantly, y'all, made me her family. And I want to share that because I was afraid to come on the radio show. And then Miss Connie became EO, and I didn't ever get to go on her show. But Miss Connie invited me over 10 years ago to be on her show and share who I am. But fear, let me tell you, at that time, the RFD that you see today did not have that same confidence that Miss Connie. And she just, because her love was so genuine. And the way she met me and just AKA me cousin, like you cousin, you coming on the show. And I invite people to come to the show, and I understand people get fearful and scared. And I just was scared and fearful. But I just want to remember her in the month of honoring women, because her story is incredible. And I didn't get to sit and do radio with her, but she's always the first impression I got with her is always in my heart. And I'm always inspired every time I get up to do radio. I say, Miss Connie, I finally made it. I finally made it to the radio. Thank you for being who you are in the radio industry and as a woman. Thank you, Miss Connie. So we want to thank you. And then we also, we only got a few more minutes. I got to get these other great people out. Also want to remember and honor, definitely want to thank another one of my mentors, who is Burnett Klingman. Burnett Klingman is a speaker, an author, a professional speaker. She's been on radio, she's done television, and she has been one of my favorite inspirations forever. So I want to honor her today in Women's Month. Burnett Klingman. You have to check her out. Burnett Klingman Entertainment, and that's BurnettKlingman.com. I don't know if she has a website or not, but she inspired me as a public and personal speaker, or public speaker. She told me she believed in me and I could do this. And I've been actually speaking in public over 20 years. So thank you, Burnett Klingman, for believing in me. Then I also want to thank Daria Stone. Daria Stone, she's been on the show before. She has the STAR program. And I wanted to tell you, you got to know this lady, right? Daria Stone, I met her back in Dayton, Ohio. And as a public speaker and networker, a professional networker that I am, she was always in my corner. Always. I call her mom. She's a spiritual woman who has led me in prayer in her own personal prayer closet. She's seen me in my brokenness. She prayed for me, my family. I just love you, Daria Stone. Daria Stone and her STAR program is going to be national. If it ain't national, I definitely want you all to check out Daria Stone. Her program is called Sharing is Caring. Sharing is Caring. I hope to get her back on the show again because she has an amazing personal development program. And we definitely want to support her. Thank you, Daria Stone, for always believing in me, Daria. You're like my spiritual mother who always told me I could do it. And so I want to thank you. Thank you, because I wouldn't have made it without spiritual mothers like you. So definitely want to thank her. And then I want to also thank one of my other mentors and coaches, and her name is Debrina Jackson Gandy, and she is amazing. coach, national best-selling author, friend, teacher. I thank God for her, and I thank God for her as she's touching lives all over the world. There was times when I did not see myself whole, complete, and joyful, uh, and taking her programs, personally development programs, was just life changing. So they have changed my life, fortified me, got me feeling good from the inside out, and learning the importance of really, really filling my cup up with sacred balance, teaching me the importance of sacred self care. So thank you, Debrina. Thank you for being who you are, and you got to look some of these women up. Okay, so we got a couple more minutes, and I'm going to just share. I have a list of women that I want to celebrate and their stories and them telling their stories all over the world. Oh my goodness. Another great woman, Karen Johnson. Karen Johnson. Woo, woo, woo. I just want to thank God. Just because I'm a woman, I get to work with amazing women. Karen Johnson, an amazing mentor out of Dayton, Ohio. She taught me my mission. She helped me learn. That's important. I tell you right now, if you don't know your mission, and I tell Karen, a lot of people do vision boards, and a lot of people, and that's important to use your imagination, because when you see it, feel it, and you can touch it, it's a done. That's just the power, the empowered. You're empowered through the divine Holy Spirit to create your own life. Like, you can open your eyes and be living your dream. That's what living your dream is. I remember when Debrina was here, she was like, no, I'm not living my vision board. I am living my life completely off the vision board. I caught that one, Debrina. I did. But going back to Karen Johnson came into my life at a Toastmasters, and she heard me teaching. My very first woman's presentation is the power of loving yourself. Now I know the world now is all about loving yourself and self love, but RFD been talking about this for over 20 years. This is my lane, the power of loving yourself. And as I'm the power of loving yourself, I'm learning that to apply that every single hour, every single minute of my own day, the importance of loving myself and how loved I am. But that was my very first speech, and I did that at Toastmaster over 2 decades ago. And I remember Karen discovering me. Karen said, "Hey, you girl." I say, "Hey, Karen Johnson, what's going on?" Karen is she's like, "I'm doing a women's program, and I need you to be there." So I showed up. I learned my mission. I stuck with my mission. And it's never changed. My mission never changed. And sometimes when people offer me opportunities and business opportunities, if it don't fit my mission, I learned to say no, thank you. It's not a fit. You just want to take on things that fit with ease and grace. So when you learn your mission, it's different than a vision, right? It's different than your why, because we got to have a why, a vision, and we have to see it. But you have to know your mission. And when Karen taught that, she said military men, if they were out there in the war, she told me that they would have to say their mission in order to be safe, because you got to let them know, are you the enemy or are you on my team? Right. So I said, wow, I kept that forever. Karen Johnson, I salute you. Great woman. She was on the show. She did tune into the show last week, and I appreciate her. And her and I are talking about doing a women's uh, experience, a conference together. So thank you, Karen Johnson, for being in my life. And I look forward to working with you some more, Karen Johnson. And let me see. I got a couple more ladies, and then we're about to round this up, because where's this hour going? Mr. H is going. I had like few more women. So we're doing media women. Definitely want to shout out Pastor Judy. Woo, 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 woo. Pastor Judy, you're an amazing woman of God, kingdom principles, living it large here in Nashville. She definitely changed my life. She had called me while I was in my prayer room. She don't know me, I don't know her, but God know us. And so Pastor Judy has been brought into my life, and I am so inspired by media women who have been doing it way many years longer than me. I'm like, whoo, I hope to have longevity as some of you great media women. So shout out to Pastor Judy. She's live here on the Hey Miss Judy show every Wednesday, Mr. H. Wednesday at 10 a.m. So tune in again to WVOL Live, the mighty 147. So you can see Pastor Judy. We shout her out. She's amazing. But not only do we have Pastor Judy, got to shout out Charlesetta. Yay, Charlesetta Hall. Well, she's an amazing woman right here from the good old Nashville and WVOL family. And the mighty 4147, she is now doing she's doing her thing. She's doing her thing as a podcaster. You go, Charlesetta. You keep going and trade and burning the fire and going ahead. And the Most High has got you, and God is blessing you in your new platform. And I have a testimony. And I'm telling you, that's when I tuned in the WVOL was I have a testimony. So thank you, Charlesetta, for being that leader that you are in the media and the radio. And they have powerful co-hosts as Amanda Key, and we also have powerful co-host Kenethia Patterson. So my time is running out. I have so many other great women to mention and honor in the month of March. But of course, this amazing 60 minutes has quickly came to an end. And I want to say to you guys, I am Robin F. David, aka RFD, inspiring you, beautiful people, to love, to nurture, let's go back. Let me do that one more time because I want y'all to hear me real clear. I'm here, beautiful people, to inspire you to love, embrace, because you got to accept yourself, embrace and nurture yourself as you do and also do into others. Okay. So till next week, beautiful people, RFD, love you. I love you, beautiful people. Till next week. See you next Tuesday.